Hey everybody, it's Preston here. Aka Godzilla Hawk, and I am here with the one, the only Captain Asshole. I know it's been a while since you've been here, right? It's been a while since we've.
I'm making up for all the times I've never been able to do this.
Yeah, so he's been at work. So just like update, he's got a new work schedule, so it's a little bit easier for him. But unfortunately, he's got other stuff going on. But he is here to do a review for me. It's been a while since we've done a review. I don't know the last time we did a review. I have to check on that later. But
sorry, my brain stopped.
Yeah. So today we are going to be doing something different. We're not talking about Lucha Underground. We're not talking about WWE. We are going to talk about AEW's second show they did. Now, technically, this wasn't a pay-per-view, but I'm going to consider it a pay-per-view. Might as well. But their next actual big pay-per-view will be All Out, which I might consider doing a live reactions to that one because that'll be on my birthday. But that is until then. Today we had Fyter Fest 2019. So we have 3 pre-show matches. We'll just quickly talk about the pre-show matches, but those matches will not affect this main show. We're only talking about the main show, review it from there. But I feel like we should at least talk about the pre-show because it does have some repercussions going forward.
Then introduce them. What was match number 1 for our pre-show matches?
Yeah, so we're only talking about the pre-show matches, and then we'll actually review the only main card. The pre-show, though, matters. We had the Best Friends defeat SoCal Uncensored and the Private Party. It was a 3-way match where the winners advanced to All Out for opportunity for the vacant or inaugural AEW Tag Team Championship tournament, but they get a bye. So that's the key thing. They get a bye into it. Great
match.
Yeah, nothing really bad to say. I'm gonna say this: I'm officially a fan of Private Party from this one match. I'm a fan of theirs.
Yeah, nothing taken from them. They're pretty damn decent, cohesive unit. So
that they all worked well. Allie Leva Bates, the librarian. They had the whole librarian gimmick with her. If you don't know who Leva Bates is, she was formerly known as Blue Pants. Yeah, we all know what his favorite moments were. Just the cheeks. Come on, don't even
left, right, or all 4.
4. Match-wise, it wasn't all that great. Honestly, it kind of was thick. But it was just entertaining for the crowd and stuff like that, librarian gimmick. So Allie gets a win, which she's going to be fighting Brandy Rose at the Fight of the Fall, I believe, which is the next show in a couple weeks. So it gave her some victories. Makes sense. Then we have Michael Nakazawa defeating Alex Jabeli, I think, in a hardcore match. Jabeli in a hardcore match. It was stupid, but I'd be lying if we didn't chuckle and laugh and were entertained.
Yeah, you know what? It was a total fan service match. It was entertaining.
And it was on a pre-show. So
for that type of match to be on a main card, that would have been disgraceful, distasteful, and totally stupid. But to be on a pre-show, that was a pre-show match, and it was a funny one. And that's why it works.
Yeah.
So somebody's thinking, aren't they?
Not to mention any names, but with that being said, I was thinking something else, but anyways,
Sphincter.
So now we're going to move on to the main card. So these pre-show matches are not going to judge the entire show, the main show itself. We're judging the main show for what it is, and then we'll give you a score from the 6 matches on the actual main card. So we're going to start things off with Shima defeating Christopher Daniels in the singles match. We'll go your thoughts first, and we'll move on.
Good points, good hits, solid match. Interesting what they're going to do with Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels seems to be losing a little bit of a step with his physical strength, but it's still Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's getting older, so he's going to be slowing down a lot. But Shima looks like he hasn't aged a bit, apparently. He looks pretty good, solid, fast-paced speed. I thought their 6-man tag last month in Double Nothing was way superior. Mm-hmm. But for a singles match, especially the last... It was still good.
It would be what I think I'd see on a main show, not a pay-per-view, but a main show. So
if this was like a big TV match.
With this one being free, it was supposed to be basically like a taste of what their TV shows are going to be like. Yeah. And if this is going to be on their TV shows, it was a good match.
Like how Raw would have sometimes have those really good gems.
I call it a match for a pay-per-view, but I'd say it was a good match for a show. Match.
Yeah, it didn't suck or anything, but trust me, I don't really think any of these matches really sucked. But they have all their priorities. They all have their strengths and weaknesses. So this one, it was good. It was a good effort, but it gets better when the card goes down. Next, we had Rio and Yuka Sakazaki, I believe you pronounce it, and Nyla Rose three-way match.
If you excuse me, I'm going to have to make some very inappropriate jokes for this match.
So, according to Nyla Rose, so keep in mind, guys, he's named Captain Asshole. He doesn't hate transgenders or anything. They'll just get that out of the way. He makes fun of everybody.
Let's just make this clear. It literally looked like a guy went through transgender modification just so that he could beat up women. I'm sitting there going, oh my God. Oh God. This is bad. He's twice their no, I'm sorry, he's 4 times their size. And I'm like, I don't know how to accept this one. Like, it's had nothing to do with gender at this point because
she, just call her she, dude.
Nyla has eliminated that possibility. But as it is, her body size, it'd be like watching Awesome Kong facing.
Well, she's fought Gail Kim. Remember they had a feud in TNA.
Yeah, but Gail Kim was taller. We're talking about Asians that are like this tall. You can pick them up and put them on the top of your shelf like stuffed animals. You're like, oh, they look so pretty there. And I'm just sitting there going, oh God, this is bad. I feel so bad for the whole match. But at the same time,
yeah,
at least they didn't let Nyla win. I'm trying so hard not to make this into a total asshole moment, which is difficult for me because that's my natural state of being. But like the whole time, I'm sitting there going, that dude likes to beat up on chicks. This is why he went through the whole thing. That's not right.
Anyways, let's not get into the controversy that statement. Bottom line, we're not judging by genders or anything. We're judging by match. Let's talk about the match. But I'll say this: the match started very slow the first half, but then the second half really picked up. Nyla Rose was definitely very impressive, and Brandon even cringed at that.
I swear to God, I thought every time I'm working on it. That was a slip. That was a slip. I was not being that. Okay, I am an ass. But every time that Nyla slammed one of them, I thought that Nyla was killing one of these girls. I was like, you're so much bigger than them. It's like watching a kid pull apart a freaking Lego man.
But that wasn't the worst one. It was that almost like knee to the 8 rope thing onto Rio and just crush it down. Like, yeah, Brandon,
want to talk about that. I really did not want to talk about that. I'm like, oh God, she's dead.
That's bottom line. If we did live reactions, this guy would have like ow, ow, ow moments in this entire card, and that was one of them.
Hey, there were 3 chicks in this match, and one of them was a referee.
So like I said, I thought the first half was very slow, a little botchy, but then the last half really picked up, especially the last 5 minutes. So I would say this was a decent match. Kind of like the last women's match. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. Trust me, we've seen way better women's matches, but way worse.
I have to object when I have to read the names for a second. Hold on once. When Rio attacked Yuka at the end, and Yuka looked so hurt. Oh my God! I was like, oh, how could you do that? It's like hitting your cat. That face was so sad.
Brandon wanted to hug her.
Someone get in there and give her like a lollipop or something. Anything. Here's a Snickers. I'm so sorry. She's a bitch. You know, you could literally see her positive personality just breaking. You're like, oh, no. Wrong Asian face.
So we can both agree. So we got that match done with it.
Okay, we're done with that one.
Okay,
moving on.
Now, before we talk about this 4-way match, which was awesome, we got to talk about MJF again because fuck, this guy's going to be a star. I'm telling you right now. There's no doubt about it. I want to say this right now because Brandon and I were talking about this earlier. He wasn't here for the Double or Nothing review, but we both agreed that that one promo he did on Bret Hart, him and Paige, already made him to a star. He didn't have to do a move. He was already made star.
He didn't even have to get in the ring. He was just an instant star.
And
like, son of a bitch.
And then he gets in the ring, and the minute he gets a microphone, we bent with and
let's see what the fuck he says this time.
The shit he said, we were dying like a what was it like?
So was the rest of the crowd. Oh my God. Listen up. For all the gamers who live in their mother's basement, your mother swallow. They're going. I'm looking at the crowd, and they have the same answer I have. And you got the one chick in the front row just dying.
Look like a mother too.
I'm like, oh God, there she is. Oh my God!
Because keep in mind
something's wrong.
because they have the whole CEO thing going on, so most of the place was gamers and stuff like that. So they're bottom line, you just gotta listen to the promo beginning of the match. It was fucking hilarious. We were laughing. The guy is a mouthpiece for sure. That's for sure.
He is their mouthpiece, all right.
And he's gonna be their top heel, or at least one of them for sure. But anyways, we get through a match. So we have MJF, we have Jungle Boy with Luchasaurus, Jimmy Havoc, and the one of the number one contenders who will be fighting Jericho at All Out for the vacant inaugural championship. Heyman and Page, one of Brand's favorites too. For 10 minutes, I thought it was a lot of fun. Very fast paced. Everyone got to shine. Some Havoc got to shine. Jungle Boy, I'm a big fan of his. I've watched him since APW.
Do note that Luchasaurus did not at any time really get involved in this match, except for the time where he picked up Jungle Boy and kept him falling off the ring.
Yeah.
That was it. And I was like, okay, so technically he didn't do anything, which is great because I want them to reserve him for something more active than I'm therbathing my master.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, I think what they're doing is what I think they're doing with both of them is they're doing what they're doing with certain tag teams or certain friendships where they could go their separate.
The little guy tags with the big guy, and all the medium guys feel awkward.
Well, no, it's not really that. It's more like you might have seen this as wrestling shows back in the day where they take two guys who are friends, but they could be a tag team and fight for tactical, but at the same time they're not like wearing matching gear or something where they have to be tag team. They could kind of like be a single star, go after singles title as well. So, for example, like let's say like Jungle Boy got injured, and it's like, well, what are we going to do? Luchasaurus like, well, you can still use him for a singles title until he returns. It's kind of like what they do with the Hardy Boys, where they split them up and they can
as long as they don't cut his head off.
Yeah. If you don't get that, Luchasaurus was, I think it was Viva from Lucha Underground, and they cut his head off on that. But it's great to see him in AEW, so we're glad to see him back. Like I said, everybody shined, but Heyman Page ended up winning. He pinned, I believe he pinned Jimmy. No, he pinned, I think he pinned Jimmy Havoc. Yeah, he pinned him. And so MJF and him and Page have a little stare down and stuff like that. So clearly they're feuding. Brad and I have a few predictions for All Out for that. They could go two different ways. They could either have Heyman beat Jericho and then Heyman immediately feuds with MJF for the title, which would be fine and make sense. Or they can have Heyman about to win and have MJF screw over Heyman and Jericho wins the title. Either way, I'd be fine with it because it prevents it. It goes with the feud, and that's another thing too. I told Brand about this is consistency. All four of these guys were part of that segment at Double or Nothing, and it's consistency. I like that in wrestling. It's a big part. It just in movies and TV shows where that, like for example, let's say like you and I were like best friends for years throughout the show. Then one day I turned my back on you, and that was it. And leaving on the cliffhanger was like, oh my god, what's going to happen the next season? Next first episode comes, and we're buddies again. And we're like, what happened? Like, well, how come you guys are buddies? So I like that about they're using these four guys from a segment and they put them in a match. And the best part about MJF did not get pinned, so clearly they do see things in him. So they're keeping him strong even if defeat. So I thought that was a great match. This is when the show got picked up even more. We'll start with this match, and this might be Brand's favorite depending on the main event, but we'll see.
Out of all of them, yes, this was my favorite match.
So we got Cody Rhodes with Brandon Rhodes. God damn it, Brandon, why so hot? Taking on Darby Allin. This was interesting because you look at Darby Allin. We were thinking it's the same thing. We never really see Darby wrestle before, but we noticed he was very small, very scrawny. But Brandon knows this too. He was very quick when he made his entrance. You had Cody Rhodes come out. It was clear side, almost like a David Goliath thing. Here's the thing, though. I do like competitive matches. My only gripe with I kind of wish this match was more competitive. I will admit that. But it wasn't to the point where it was like a lesser match where it got me angry. It's just like throw my hands in the air and go, oh, of course they're fucking doing this shit. Because at least they were actually doing different moves and they're actually giving more of a story. This was more of a story-based match, I would say. Not really more of a wrestling match, but more story-based.
You know what? Tell that to Darby's back after he did his backsplash onto the fucking ring apron.
Yeah, that was another one of those moments.
He almost died. He's like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I'm like, he's fine. He can take it.
No,
he's a skateboarder, but ow, yes, I agree, ow.
Yeah, basically the match was just Cody was just dominating the match, and Darby
Don't
Van
worry,
Buren.
it's just the hardest part of the ring, besides the ring post.
You know what? I want you to talk about, because you said this was one of your favorite matches. Let's talk about
this. Was an awesome freaking match the whole way through. I called it. He was a counter after counter after counter, and then he got overpowered because Cody's twice his size. This is a little guy who would have been perfect for a very brutality based
group.
I was gonna say light heavyweight, a lightweight division, like the 205 live, but,
cruiserweight type of thing, yeah.
Except instead of saying, "Oh, you can only fight people your size," this guy obviously can fight people bigger than him. He just, meaner than that. So it was great. His character was good. He never lost character. He did a great job. The whole thing was perfect. I don't think there was any part of that whole match that I didn't like, except when he got put into the body bag. It was not a necessity. It was a very gimmicky thing. This match was great. Every step of the way, get to the end, and he puts him in the body bag unnecessarily, stands him up, disaster kicks him. I'm like, you could have just disaster kicked him and let us watch it.
Well, who cares?
But that's my only gripe with the whole thing.
But that's more of a nitpick.
They used something unnecessary. This match was perfect. They were playing it perfectly. Everything fit. You started to see Cody sweat the timekeeper. You saw it. It was great. By the way, this match was a 20-minute time limit. Yeah. Period.
It ended in a draw.
Ended in the draw. That was just considered a double disqualification due to time limit, which means they both take a loss. Darby's first loss was a loss, and now Cody Rhodes has his first loss.
Well, technically, it wasn't really a loss. It was just a draw. No one won, but nobody lost either.
If you don't win, it's considered a loss, not a tie.
But they didn't lose either. They technically didn't lose. They didn't win or didn't lose. It was just a draw. Nobody got a victory. But this could lead into a rematch somewhere down the line, which is what we're saying.
God.
But we're going to talk about what happened afterward, because we were thinking, because here's the thing. We were thinking they were going to do the tease like 5 more minutes. Let's get 5 more minutes. And then out of nowhere, someone interested in and Sean Spears, who is formerly known as Ty Dillinger, thinking like, why is he here? He's got a chair. Bam! Right in the fucking head. Cody Rhodes knocks him out.
Which automatically shoots this rating up to a BG-13 minimally, because they don't allow headshots anymore. In the
not WWE. Just not WWE, but everywhere else they can. Just WWE's more, mainly from the Benoit stuff is mainly why they did that. But here they did, and they see Cody Rhodes, the back of his head was busted open. They sold it how Cody might suffer concussion. He was out of it. They helped him carry it back.
I like how he sat up and he just looked like one of them lost monkeys, and he was just. I'm like, stupid monkey.
So, what this tells me is, as everyone knows, the next show will be Fyter the following couple of weeks. We already know match confirmed is going to be Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes versus Young Bucks. So I'm thinking prediction is either one of two things. Either they're going to do Cody Rhodes versus Sean Spears at All Out, which is probably the biggest match you could do. Or if they want to prolong that feud, then you could do Cody Rhodes versus Darby Allin in a rematch.
Now, let me ask you this one. I'll ask all you guys this too, because I know you're going to get comments to this guy no matter how you look at it. Does anybody else happen to see a very interesting similarity, coincidental, whatever you want to call it, where all these guys that the WWE is releasing are instantly being signed and turning into heels? I hate my job so much. I need a match where I can just kill someone. I'm like, sign him up. Your victim will be this guy. Have fun. Here's a steel chair. Try not to kill him. Try not to actually murder him on camera. It didn't work very well.
But so again, I thought it was fine. I thought it was very good. Brandon absolutely loved it. But bottom line, I think we can both agree we'd like to see a rematch down the road, and there will be a rematch down the road.
Oh, yeah, I look forward to seeing what they do with Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, Sean Spears. So I'm going to protect. You know what? I'm just going to go off the rim. I'm going to go Sean Spears and Cody Rhodes for All Out. That's the biggest match you could do at this point. Next match, we have the Elite, King Omega, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson versus the Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid.
Now let's make this completely defined. This match was 100% fan service again. There were some parts, but most of it was fan service. Agreed?
What do you mean fan service?
Okay. they were more hyped up on the whole Street Fighter gimmick than they were in what they normally do in a match.
I wouldn't say that.
I feel like the match was dumbed down for what these guys are very capable of.
I disagree. I don't know what you're. I mean,
okay.
Look, I know what you're saying, but the only thing I remember was the entrances alone, and then that one Hadouken spot. But other than that, they're all wrestling.
You see how that? Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't see any Street Fighter other references.
I see.
They were all just wrestling how they wrestled.
How much they put effort into that, but like I expected more having Phoenix and Pentagon in this match. They seemed a little more absent in the ring than usual. Usually, this type of match would have been epic, going back and forth for this group. Just 5 out of the 6 for sure.
Well, it was back and forth. But I'll agree with you. This match was nowhere near the Young Bucks and Lucha Bros at the last one.
Yeah, I'm expecting not exactly that, but near that, because they were like, hey, it's not bad enough. Let's throw Omega in there and see what happens. And it's like, oh, this has got to be epic because you're throwing in one of their best talents.
Well, keep in mind, too, the match was a lot shorter, too, for time, too. You got to think about that. That last match, there was almost like no time limit. They had a little bit more time.
Yeah.
Plus, keep in mind, the Laredo Kid was not even supposed to be in a match originally. It was supposed to be Pac, but they replaced him with this guy. So there could have been some like improv stuff they had to do with all that stuff. So you have to think about it that way as well.
Okay.
So I'll say this: we can both agree this match was great, but their last match with the tag team was way superior, without a shadow of a doubt. Was there fan service? I'm not going to disagree with you. Yes. But I think you're kind of overrating. I don't think there was much fan service as you were making out to be. I thought it was, yes, they did the Hadouken spot, which I expect, and then they did the entrances, which I personally did like, but I also fancied the CO thing, which is fine. Also, Omega is a real life gamer. He loves video games, so it's kind of his thing. But I do feel like the match was still fun. I was never bored.
Throughout the third spot. Round 1. Fight!
Oh yeah, but they did the Justin Rowan. Okay, but Brand and I both applaud. We both love that. So you can't take that away. We did like that. That was a nice little nod. Yes, they have fan service, yes, but it wasn't like it overshadowed the fucking match on some matches we've seen before.
I just felt like they cut down the action for what they could have done with this match. That's why it felt restrained. And I know they had a time limit, but you can feel the restraint on the whole thing from watching the match. I was like, you can do more. Come on. Rolling Thunder. Come on. And nothing. It was one strike. That was it. So I was having difficulty with it. That's why this match didn't make the match of the night. That's why I feel that's more fan service.
I agree. I don't think it was match of the night, but I think you have your own. I thought the match was still fun. I thought it was an awesome match. I just felt, I think my biggest gripe was this. It felt a little too short. Yeah. I kind of wish maybe if it got more time, it might have picked up more. That could have been possible. And like I said, Pac was supposed to be originally in this match, but he wasn't in it, so maybe they had to improvise some stuff. Who knows? But it wasn't like the match was bad. He's not even saying the match was bad at all, because no, it was not bad.
Not bad.
He said it was still. He's saying it's still great, but he just felt like something was off about it, and there could have been something more to it.
Pop. All right, so final match of the night, and not even a match of the night, but another match.
Well, it technically is a match. So we had the non-sanctioned match between Joey Janela, the bad boy Joey Janela, and formerly known as Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley.
Let's make sure this is understood. While I do consider Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin to be match of the night, this was the most entertaining match for the night. Not the greatest match of the night, but the most entertaining. I was thoroughly entertained by the whole thing.
Whew. Why don't you start with this one? Because we know how much you love your toys, because they clearly got from your work.
I was like,
or your brother.
I'm sitting there going, when are we going to get thumbtacks? What do we get? Thumbtacks. What do we get after that? More thumbtacks. And it was like,
we got barbed wire, lots of tables, a ladder spot. Where do we begin with this, man? Can we just say Jon Moxley's back?
Ow. Fuck. Ow. Fuck. Ow.
Like,
fuck.
From the first spot with Janelle did like a rotation off the rope and fucking landed on the standing chair. From that to the very end where you see fucking Janelle's feet glued with fucking thumbtacks.
It's like, oh my God, you can feel his pain. You can feel his pain.
On both of them too. Like Moxley took that fucking, like, that sideways like Death Valley driver from Joey Janelle to the corner, the barbed wire tape and the little cowboy thing. He's just bloody scar all over the bat. Joey Janelle did the Jeff Hardy spot where he jumped off a ladder outside the ring, through a table. Again, more barbed wire. Moxley hit like an attitude adjustment on the outside and crashed through it. Sphincter first, as Brian liked to call it. Just and fucking
he literally tore himself a new one.
and,
Literally, he's like, poop's coming out of that too.
Freaking thumbtacks and everything. Yeah, that's just mine.
I got that part. It's in your room.
Yeah, no. But like I said, and here's the thing, and I'm gonna ask you this question because it's very important. You noticed?
Yes, I'm a natural blonde.
Well, I was gonna say, you noticed the night and day between Dean Ambrose and Jon Moxley, night and day.
Yes, I did. I like I said, why is it that everybody that's getting released from the WWE gets signed and they're automatically a dangerous, evil, sadistic heel? I mean, they can be fan favorite all they want. They're still a heel. Moxley's a heel. Period. He's an evil, sadistic heel. Even the crowd was in there, you sick bastard, the whole time.
Sick fuck, actually, but
you sick fuck. You sick. Oh my god.
Well,
oh
I
my
would say
god.
Moxley's really a full-blown heel because he tapped Jericho and Joey Janelle's actually a heel. He's just a guy that has no friends. He's no alliance anywhere. He's just a crazy fucker that'll just attack anybody. Doesn't matter.
He's a heel. If you attack people, you're a heel.
But he tapped Jericho and he was a strep heel, so does that make him a heel?
I know, but he technically was getting yelled at by Jericho. Remember?
Well,
he attacked Omega.
So then
Omega's the face of the company, and he's the hero. And then Jericho's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's fuck it, and he hit him with it. He didn't attack Jericho right out the gate. He gave Jericho a chance to not get on his nerves, and Jericho failed.
Well,
Jericho failed, and he got an F. He got F right in the face.
Well, bottom line is this: he's what Dean Ambrose should have been in WWE, a very unhinged, very psychopathic maniac that will just attack you and go nuts.
You can't have that mindset, that character set that isn't a heel. You can't be the hero. You have to be the anti-hero at best, and that still makes you a bad guy.
Then I guess Stone Cold was a full-blown heel where he first came in.
He was always a heel.
No, he wasn't.
He was a bad boy of the company who didn't take shit from no one. He was a heel.
Bottom line, no, we're not getting into that debate. Anyways, but back to the actual match. So Moxley
really poisoned this review by bringing the WWE into this. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you brought the whole confusion to appeals. Anyways, so Moxley, bottom line, physical match. Moxley ended up winning, which is the right move. Then we have the aftermath. Omega comes out, attacks Moxley. So it was rinse and repeat.
Again, what you said.
What?
Consistency.
Right, because
consistency. Thanks, losers.
Simpsons movie.
Yep.
Great. Now we're probably watch that movie now. So which is what I like. So because Moxley attacked Omega, now Omega did what Moxley did to him in the last show.
Which just leaves Jericho to complete the circle.
But keep in mind, Jericho's also has his own hands full with Heyman Page, which he's probably focusing on that.
His hands aren't full with him. He doesn't have to face him until what, like a month or two?
Oh, wow, it's like until August. We're almost in July, but still, we don't know what they're gonna do because apparently Jericho is scheduled to be at Fight Fest or not Fight Fest, Fight of the Fallen. I don't think he's wrestling, but he's supposed to make an appearance, so he could. I'm gonna say he's gonna tag Heyman Page somehow. But if he tags Omega Jericho or Omega or Moxley, I wouldn't be surprised. But I would not really be all that surprised still if he just went after Heyman Page because that's his focus.
You know he's going to go out there right after their match, if not in the middle of their match. It's going to be awesome. And you know it's going to be awesome.
Well, that doesn't make any sense because Jericho and Heyman Page are going to main event for the title.
I know. But he's going to go out there anyways and attack Omega and Moxley. You know he's going to.
Well, let's not point the fingers yet because that totally.
Okay, just remember where my finger was pointed.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but let's not jump to conclusions because this is still Moxley Omega's feud. So they attacked him, Moxley, and then there's one little characteristic which I actually liked was after Omega came back out and he attacked Moxley for a second time. He hit the old dirty D's on the chair. Omega did the thing off. He walked off. But
off the chair, off the
trash can. Thank you.
Be correct with which toy he's playing with.
And so, but then Brandon and I both like this. It wasn't like he was just out and about. He looked up. He started smiling.
Yeah.
like a character like a Joker of some kind, just an absolute psycho. So this makes me excited. Omega
He likes to play with toys too. So that was that look. You're like, oh God, he's going to a hardware store later.
So I know that was very brutal. For a 6-match show, I mean, this was literally 6 matches.
I hope he uses pliers in his next match.
We'll have to wait and see what happens. I mean, Omega and Moxley could be a stipulation match. Right now, it's just a straight up singles match, but they can always add stipulation last minute. From how this feud's going, I would not be surprised to add a stipulation.
Head shaving match.
I was going to say maybe falls count anywhere of some kind, or maybe last man standing. But either way, I guarantee you it's going to be
first on fire. First on fire loses.
Well, so we'll have to wait and see.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
So, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. So, with that being said, now, from all the 6 matches from the card, if you need to look at them again and give your honest thoughts, not including pre-show, what would you give this score out of 10 with the 6 matches we've had?
We all know how I feel about the women's match, which had a big pop moment when he dropped his hit, and when she dropped her knee. When Nyla dropped her knee across the poor little Asian girl and almost killed her.
Yeah. Anyways.
The first time. And of course, you know how I feel about the dubbed down, the restricted version of the 6-man tag match. The whole show was actually pretty damn decent. So I would say it's probably like an 8.5 for a show. Is pretty good because even with the restraint, I mean, the match was still pretty solid. The women's match still was
decent.
Yeah, they gave it length. They still had competition in it. They didn't just give it to the largest athlete.
And they didn't rely on like sex appeal and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It was competitive.
I'm not gonna lie, I was more attracted to the referee with a resting bitch face.
Two,
you bitch, 2. And I was like, oh God, I pity the guy who pressed her into prom sex.
Yeah. Tempo now.
But yeah, I would say 8.5 for mine.
I would say Double or Nothing was a far superior show in my mind, but that's also because it had some more matches. But I thought this was so fun. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, honestly. I thought the show was still very good. It wasn't. I thought Double or Nothing was still a way better show. I highly recommend going and watching that. But this show was definitely good. It was very watchable.
At least it wasn't like Monday Night Raw or Tuesday Night SmackDown where they got like a 2 or a 3 in the ratings.
Yeah. So, well, I guess I'll quickly read the comments very quick. So I got this very quick. So Harry Flynn, hey guys, or Flynn 14.
What's up, man?
Daniels is 49 years old.
Woo!
Wow.
I wonder why he can't do the freaking his finisher correctly. Usually he hangs him up and he and then he goes down. He's like, I got him like part 1. He's like, I'm crapping my pants and went down with it.
Yeah, so we got Harry Flynn. Then we got Yellow Vest.
I'm not reading.
Yellow Vest, Double or Nothing pay-per-view. This was a free show, so of course Double or Nothing was better. Well, yeah, but it doesn't matter if it's a free show or not. I mean, you can still put on a good show. It'd be free. So, I mean, it's possible to do that.
I'm not saying it wasn't entertaining. I'm just saying, I'm not even comparing it to the other show. That's important. It's using your own standards. I know what these competitors are capable of. I've seen them do it, and they walk away with like, "Wow, that was a great workout. Now I'm gonna go out to eat and party for the rest of the night." They don't have to hurt themselves to do it. I'm just saying that if you watch a match at a competitive standard. You'll feel the restraint, like the hold back. You can see the other characters, wrestlers around the ring who are just waiting. Okay, I'll do this, and then I'll get kicked back out of the ring. And that's restraint. That's a restraint. Okay? That's not shining. They could have created a moment there, a moment here, a pop there. Could have done something with them. And that's the restraint. You feel we're going to keep this one out. We don't always want to do a 100% spectacle with every match. And you feel that, and that's what you get for the daily shows, and that's what this felt like. It was like For a daily show, it was super awesome. For a pay-per-view, it was okay. So a little higher in ratings because this was supposed to be a taste of what their daily shows are going to become. Their weekly shows are going to become.
Yeah, coming from.
And
because technically,
if this is their weekly shows, they're going to have great numbers in the ratings. But
now imagine with the weekly shows now they're going to add stories, they're going to have more promo time, so they're going to be able to build it up more and more.
Maybe they'll get more experienced cameramen.
Yeah. So I think it's fair. How about we'll compare Firefest with the Fight of the Fallen, which is their kind of next show like Firefest next year.
I don't compare pay-per-views unless it's a competing company. That's the reason for that. Because every consecutive show should get better because they get experience. This is a brand new company.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, if you want a better show-wise, go to watch Dark of Nothing. But if you want to watch a very good show that still you're going to be entertained by, you're going to enjoy the show. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
And if you want to joke, go watch Monday Night Raw.
Okay, fine. You want a real comparison? Firefest was better than Stomping Grounds. There you go.
There you go. That. Duh.
Stomping Grounds couldn't even fill out their fucking venue. Worst pay-per-view buys of all time in WWE, apparently. Hey, but they're still the $1 billion company because you know what? That's good shit.
Can we just agree on two things about that pay-per-view? Thank God Lesnar didn't show up, let alone cash in his Money in the Bank. And two, thank God Baron Corbin didn't get the win.
Yeah, but now Baron Corbin's in another main event for Extreme Rules. For the third time.
See, this I didn't know because I don't watch the WWE's weekly shows anymore because
he doesn't have the channel.
I'd rather take a KFC spork and shove it up my ass to blind myself from watching the television.
Or would you rather put your bare feet on thumbtacks?
It's gonna be like walking through a mile of Legos barefoot. I just at the same time, like I don't know what's going Raw or SmackDown anymore because I haven't watched those shows in about a year and a half and
months.
Yeah, I don't watch them. So
hello.
Anywho's,
we're in my room right now. We'll be leaving a little bit.
Oh no, it's still awkward.
Sorry, I didn't get the message.
All out will be the next big
I guess I can just. Oh, Japanese place, you said?
Thank God, I don't watch WWE.
All right, I'll be out there in a minute.
Faves, you'll watch. If you have faves, you'll watch the WWE.
Okay, bottom line, we're gonna end this off. So 8.5, 8 out of 10, fun show overall. I know that. Take care of my piece. This is Brandon.
Only with the brain would watch WWE. You watch it if you're a fan of certain guys.
I'm a wrestling fan, so plus we have NXT on top of it. So
plus I'm an asshole and I like to make fun of people.
Yeah. This is Brandon. Thank you so much for coming back. So out of that, take care of our peeps. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great night. Any last things you want to say?
I'm already saying it.
Thank God I'm going to be wearing shoes for a while.
God bless America. If I can hang a flag off my middle finger.
It's good shit. Good shit.